Hello! Hopefully there should be sound, and you know what? I was actually going to listen to myself to make sure that exists. So, hey! We got it first try! Let's go!
Oh, yeah.
Hello, Internet! It's good to see you again. It's been a hot minute for me. A lot of life has happened. I know it's only been, maybe, 9 days? Who cares? Hey, welcome back to my little slice of chaos on the internet. The Maistri Anord channel. I am Mastrix, your humble yet not so humble shenanigan sovereign, master of chaos, whatever, political petulant. I don't know. I'm gonna one of these days I will find a title that fits. In the meantime, I'm gonna let my players say hi.
Are you not a master of chaos?
I, sir, am many things.
The MC, the DM, the
MC.
GM.
I like that.
It's where do you think we got Master of Chaos from? That being said, I am the person of many hats. I was going to say man of many hats, but I'm not entirely even convinced that sits. So let's have our players introduce themselves and then have a little bit of fun as we play episode 6. That, for those who are paying attention, my hands didn't properly commit to the bit. 6 of Trials of Silver. Named, and I haven't told my players this, but named The Fall of Silverknack.
But we've been working so hard on that one.
I know, but drama must ensue. We talked about the telenovela, Sam.
Oh. I am my own twin brother. How's that?
That's pretty good. But also, I'm dubbing you for the first hey hellos.
Okay, it's me. Hey, hellos. I'm Sam. I do art on the internet, and I'm playing Zavara the Paladin. Riz.
Okay, it's my turn. I'm Riz from Riz Plays Games. You can find me everywhere at Riz Plays Games. Today I'll be playing as the old lovely man Cornelius, and maybe his demon as well.
Spoiler.
Frost. This way. One of these two ways.
General pointing.
Other way.
I cannot hear you.
Oh,
Yeah.
whoops.
Oh.
Hi, I'm going
There
to
you
be
go.
playing Lewis Mountain High, a guy who's a little bit lost and a little bit scared about, apparently, some very scary witches or something from last game. Ooh.
There's a lot of things to be considering. It's true. But last game isn't gonna fly because today we focus on episode 6, The Fall of Silverknack. Actually, I was like, do I have official responsibilities? Are there games I need to mention? There are other games on the channel.
Oh, we have new buttons.
There's new buttons. The channel's Twitch
So many
affiliate.
things.
That's cool. There's channel points, so stay tuned. Earn points. Cause more chaos because that's our entire
Subscribe.
brand.
Donate with bits. Make us say crazy, crazy things.
It's true. Oh,
Smash that subscribe button.
we redeemed a first.
Oh. By Mommy Clue.
This is Mommy Cleek.
Yeah.
The first
first.
redeem post affiliate.
I mean, that is her right, I suppose.
I mean, yeah.
Rob everybody else of it.
And remember, first subscribers, I think it's 15, get a nice little thing next to their name.
That is
They
absolutely
got
true.
first. Yeah.
Should we test it out? I think I've got a prime.
Yeah, guys, test it out. We want to see if this works.
I'll try it.
I mean, like,
Oh.
Oh, we're about to get a hype train.
Uh,
I think it needs a few more than that.
Oh, wait,
Oh,
we
there
are
we go.
getting a hype train.
aw.
As is our right.
You know what? Might as well go in here. Let's do it. I'm actually throwing in money. Because
Oh.
Wow. Woo.
whoa.
Getting that-
We're gonna
getting
hit
that
level
token.
2.
Team.
Damn.
I'm gonna cry. It's probably gonna stop around tier 4 or 5, but I mean,
Doesn't matter.
I know
Yeah,
we appreciate you all, and I love that you're on this journey with us. So thank you very much. Last time, like I mentioned, doesn't matter because today, this morning, everything begins to fall apart. The threads of fate always seem to be woven as they are pulled and plucked and mortals dance along their edge. Very rarely do mortals have the opportunity to be aware of when those threads are being severed in front of them. Today is one of those days. I am getting so distracted by the alerts.
I know. I'm looking at the purple. I'm like, oh god, it's we got confetti. But keep going.
Today is one of those days because the market circle in front of the Silverknack Guild is filled with the citizens of Citadel, those both fitting to the lower ring and those not, as there's a general hubbub, a cry, a cheer, and an edifice set in the center of the circle, the likes of which that has not been there for the last week or so that you've been doing odd jobs for the Silverknack Guild. A stockade block, set and shut, guarded by 3 guards, with one blonde-headed individual set in the stockade.
Is that our man?
Is it our guild leader? No.
You hear... give me a quick perception check, both of you. All 3 of you. Riz, you're here too.
Sure, I'm here too.
He's a
What's my
crowd
perception?
somewhere.
Ugh, 7.
That is a 17.
Let's see. That is 17 as well.
Oh.
I see giggles, but I hear no number.
I said 7. I just...
Oh,
7,
Kick my cat.
17, and 17.
that's fair. Well, it keeps in the 7717 train. It is Thelen stuck in the stockade. But it's made evident because from the crowd you just hear different cries of murderer, cheat, upstart, and other various names being called, both of denigrating and obscene quality.
Okay. You guys know what this is about?
Seems like our guild leader is strapped down. No, I mean, we've done all sorts of jobs. Who knows what may have happened? Do we go find out? I'm going to start moving my way just closer.
Yeah, Cornelius is gonna shuffle along.
As you're sort of shuffling through the crowd and maneuvering, and commoners moving left, right, or center. Again, people of different repute and garb. You, in fact, as you're moving towards the center of the circle, you pass a few that are much better dressed than the denizens of the lower ring are. That threads worth at least 10 to 15 silver, if not a few jewelry pieces that might be worth about a gold apiece.
It's that elf asshole, isn't it?
Marks for the typical day of the lower ring, but en masse, much less targetable. But you hear 2 of them just talking back and forth, completely oblivious to their surroundings. And one of them turning to the other going, "Ugh, can you actually believe all of these crimes that are levied against him?" And the other one goes, "Of course. Like all the success that he's had in, 5 days of guild ownership? Something untoward must have been happening. They absolutely found him guilty. Otherwise, why would he be in the stockade?" And this back and forth just goes on until finally the first one goes, "Yes, I mean, just job after job, and the details that have been coming out of those unsavory types that have been doing these jobs for him. What other kind of unsanctioned activities might he be colluding with? And to set up in the lower ring, instead of taking a guild hall in the upper ring like every other guild, to be the newest of the 12 guilds. I mean, well, previously 11 guilds, now 12 with them, I suppose. Is
Yeah, fuck that guy.
frankly
Fuck those
unheard
other
of.
people in those guilds, right?
And they turn to you and they look you up and down and they go, well, no, not the other guilds, but this guy, clearly, yes, fuck him. He's
No,
done...
those guild members. You were saying that they were like doing crimes and stuff, right?
Yes, the members of the Silverknack Guild are obviously clearly criminal. And
Yeah, like what's the one thing that they did? They did that one thing, right?
well, they went out to procure the supplies, and their safe return is what I hear. And they just were absolute demons, and just they didn't even save all of the civilians, and there were two of them that made it back into the city only to lay the crimes of the Silverknack Guild in full detail to the jurors, and this is the first you've heard of this all? One of them even seemed to get bestial, and they went up and started chewing on these bandits, and shoved their hands into the skull, and ripped open the skull, and took some jawbone and shoved it in a pocket. Just terrible,
Cornelius-
terrible
Cornelius
gory things.
starts to like fidget in his pocket, and he feels the jawbone, but he doesn't say anything.
Well,
Quite the-
I heard about like the tail guy, but like I didn't hear about like they let two of them live. That's amateur. We like if you're gonna rob someone, you need to kill everyone. You know, like professionals.
They look you up and down, and then immediately, I gotta actually roll. One of them goes, ugh. The other one goes, no, this is exactly what we were just discussing. Professionals would absolutely kill them all. But no, it was two of the civilians that they went to save of the 4 civilians that came across and then described the unspeakable horrors that they dealt upon the bandits. One of them seemed to warp reality in a very wicked way. The chunks of the body just seemed to vanish. I
And
can't...
they did this to
Matt?
they did this to the civilians or the bandits?
They did this to the bandits, but
And they saved the civilians?
they saved some of the civilians. But
And they brought the supplies back, which was the job, yes?
they did, yes, but it seems to be the manner in which the saving was done. The 2 civilians that made it back to the city made it quite clear that the
That it was spooky,
Perhaps
that
it was
scary.
self-defense.
So they saved these people and they were like, oh, it was too scary? And then you put the man in stocks.
well, I mean, we don't know the whole thing, do we?
There's a decorum, Mister. Okay, like you
Was
need to
there?
have decorum when you save people. No, come on, let's go closer. We need to throw some tomatoes.
Maybe it's
Come
an
on.
upper ring thing. They like walk in, they're like, hey, you bandits, stop it. And they're like, oh, okay, and leave.
Exactly, we're leaving them. Come on, let's go closer.
Okay, we're getting closer.
Yes.
So you go and you approach the sort of the front of the crowd where there's a very clearly still a circle. But you're correct. There is thrown produce, tomatoes among them, splattered across the circle. I was gonna say arena for a second. I'm like, that's the wrong word. But as you get there and get your first glimpse closer of Fenelon and the stalks, there is a very distinct and noticeably lacking thing. For the first time, you see Thilin disheveled. You see his hair disarrayed, like rough hands have tossed the blonde hair around. It almost seems dirty and matted to his head in different ways. His armor missing. Just traded in for a nearly threadbare pair of cotton clothes. Just a loose shirt hanging around his torso, breeches, soft leather shoes. This is a man who's been set in the stocks and ripped of his normal attire.
Is there like people around him other than the crowd? Are there like
There are 3 guards,
guards?
but there are 3 guards up by the stockade itself, but mostly the crowd for the moment.
okay? I'll push to the front. Kind of take a few steps towards him, and hands on my hips, I'll be like, "Felon, what happened? You look a mess."
As you approach, there's a small laugh that comes from behind the stockade. Just a... And you watch as this beautiful woman in a dark robe walks around the stockade, hood lifted just over her auburn hair that falls loosely down the front of the cloak. And she's got beautiful, deep brown eyes as she looks across and goes, "No, I wouldn't have you talking to just any old criminal like that. Especially considering you're wearing the mark of this terrible, gaudy, horrible mark of a person, and his attempt to run whatever underhanded and devious thing that he pretended was called the guild."
Just pretend. I thought, Dylan, you said all the paperwork was good.
She laughs again and goes, "That's nothing to do with the paperwork. The guild was fully accredited."
Oh. So, I'm sorry, I'm confused. I'm not very smart. Maybe you can explain it to me. If he hasn't done anything wrong, why is he here?
Oh, he has done many things wrong. He is currently on trial for many different crimes against the Theocratic Council, against Dominia, the goddess herself.
This is a trial?
This is
is
a
like the punishment.
punishment.
Oh, okay. We already had the trial? When was that?
The trial is to come.
Why you're punishing him before the trial? Now, people call me barbaric, and I look at my allies behind me.
You
I'll walk up.
get a weird stare from Cornelius.
I'm gonna walk up and be like, "Blasphemy? Really, Felon? Blasphemy."
Felon looks up from the stocks and goes, "I'd like to say it's not what you think, but considering I'm already in the stockade, it's probably what you think."
He pissed in the holy waters, Zavara. Believe it? Felon pissing in the water.
Felon?
Yeah.
Me, maybe. Dylan, not really.
Well, she says he did it.
I don't know. Well, there's no trial, so how do we even know what was said?
We're done.
That's fair. That being said, chat, I know that we're just getting you hooked and it's going to be a good story, but there's adult things that need to happen because we're real people with real lives. We'll be right back. And we're back. Thank you for hanging in there as we dealt with some adult responsibilities, because what's playing a game with your friends without life getting in the way? It's just natural. But we left the scene with a very well put together woman standing in front of the stockade where Thelen Ovark, the leader of the Silverknack Guild, is in the stockade, disheveled as opposed to his normal, untouched, glistening armor appearance. And she's been laughing at all of you. But it's not too long before you hear a voice call just across going, "Oh,
We switched.
oh, we switched? That's
Oh,
not
no.
right."
Can you drag the windows around? You can.
Yeah, I can. Is that it? That's it. Got it.
Hey,
That was quick.
I'm the DM now.
Yeah.
Look at me.
Yes. I love that will live for at least another year or two.
Yeah.
As I adjust. You hear another voice call across. And it simply goes, "Well, if you are going to list out his crimes, you may as well list out the ones he is actually blamed for, Mistress Kyotara." And you see a robed figure in very ornate, gilded with silver and gold, just the highest quality that it possibly could. The hood folded just down the back, and a big gray beard bald head turn the corner just around the other stockade, and he goes, Mr. Ovark, he is charged with endangering the sanctity of Citadel, as well as disrespecting the divine order that has been placed here by Dominia. This young man, his guild and his employees have been threatened, deemed a threat to the safety of the city itself, and worse, to the faith of the city. And may it be noted that when Thelin was made aware of these charges, that he laid himself at my feet, saying that as the representative of the guild, it was his responsibility and not those. And his eyes flick across all three of you, noting those who are wearing, those who are not wearing the badge of the Silverknack Guild, that his employees should be free from guilt, as it was his responsibility to prevent them from taking such action. And thus, and he then turns to speak to the crowd of the Ginnerhold, thus Helen Ovark shall be tried and held accountable. And today not only shall the doors of the Silverknack Guild be shuttered to usher in the safety of Citadel, but Thelin himself shall forfeit his life.
Whoa.
Life.
Seems pretty extreme.
Not even exile? Oh,
No.
this is like a side chat. I don't mean to talk over the guy.
Sure.
Oh, so this was not in-game that you said this.
Well, I would be
to
like saying it to
us.
Zavara and
Right.
Cornelius. I wouldn't be like, sir, what do you mean? Like,
So Mistress Kiatara is closer to you than he is. And she looks over and goes, honestly, I didn't expect him to be keeping company with somebody so dense. It means that he's taking responsibility for all of your crimes, and although it might seem like a punishment, considering one crime, but with everything that has been levied against him, honestly, this would be a mercy.
We still haven't heard what the actual crimes were, just kind of the broad scope. What did he actually do? We heard some people got scared when they were being rescued. We heard nothing else. A lot of these jobs have been from the guild in the city, no?
oh, the holy water thing. Yeah, that.
And we collected flowers for the city.
Yeah.
These were incredibly important things. I thought the
If-
whole city was on the shortage of flowers. They couldn't make healing potions. This is a bad thing?
If those weapons didn't, or if the storage didn't make it, then nobody would be here to be there. The bandits would have won.
Yes, they would have killed everyone and taken their
Maybe.
supplies.
I mean, if
Here's how scary it was.
how scary, yeah. No matter
We
how
killed some
scary it
spiders,
was.
keeping the supply of crystals flowing. I'm not really seeing the problem here. Oh, she did the finger steeple.
No, this is the member of the council turns to
She
you
did the finger steeple.
with the finger steeple.
Yeah.
And he says, are each of you particularly familiar with Citadel law?
No.
Would Cornelius, because he was in fact arrested at one point.
You can make a history
And-
check.
Jeez.
I've been
Probably
here for a while,
not.
but I don't think I know like the tax code stuff that they'd probably get someone
Bear with
The
me.
like,
let
the
me
nitty
just-
gritty.
the felon on. Yeah,
History.
probably stuff like don't kill, don't
Jeez.
steal, don't sneeze on a nobleman.
11.
You might have at one point known, but your
It's been long.
your years in exile, as you've been dealing with getting to know Eli and everything that's happened to you since, has stripped you of some of the intricacies of Citadel society, shall we say. But he continues and he says, in the most polite way that I can manage this, who are each of you to be speaking on this man's defense when those of the Theocratic Council and of the Crystal Chalice Guild, and he gestures across to Mistress Kiatara, have brought the case forward to the courts?
Oh, I believe we should save that for the actual trial. Or is this the trial? I'm misunderstanding, sir.
He looks you up
No,
and
this is
down.
the punishment.
He looks you up and down. And he says, this is the punishment.
With the punishment's death.
We're getting there. Getting there.
Before the trial. For he has already admitted his guilt. He has laid himself down in defense of the crimes. For as is the unfortunate event of any person of an honest nature, when they seek to free themselves, unburden their guilt, and take accountability, if they have still committed the crime that does not absolve them of guilt, except in their own hearts, felon is one such. He has
Okay.
accepted this punishment.
Well, I don't think he should. Ellen, you're not guilty of anything. Why do you lay yourself at this man's feet?
He is kind of half standing, half kneeling, and he goes, I mean, I'm not really laying anywhere. It's been...
Oh, you and your words. Why did you do the thing you did? You just accept everyone's doing crimes when after you send us out the door?
I mean, I didn't think that they were crimes, really.
So, sounds like nothing to be guilty of.
Yeah, I mean, ignorance doesn't really excuse me of responsibility.
Did you talk to the people that did said crimes? It sounds like no information was gathered. Oh my goodness, what a mess of a trial this is.
He looks at you, and then there's a look that passes across his face, and he goes, well, among a few, they're saying that we are responsible for desecrating a holy site in some woods south of the city.
What? Ridiculous.
That we procured some holy metal that should have been revered under Dominia's rule.
I don't remember this, anything like that.
They're
What else?
also saying that we interrupted the flow of crystal supply from the mine, and that it's actually our fault.
It's our fault the production stopped because the spiders were eating the miners? Okay, what's the next one?
I mean, pretty much any job that you can think of that we've taken seems to have gotten us in trouble.
It seems like we should talk to the people who gave us this jobs then. No?
Can I roll insight with what everyone's saying? I want to see. I'm trying to get a grasp of like if Felon was like a complete scapegoat for a bunch of jobs, or if if because there's two angles, or because I'm trying to get insight on the situation. How about that?
Yeah, no, absolutely.
9.
So, with a 9, your instinct isn't wrong. you feel like there's far more going on here than just what is being accused. Like, the crimes don't seem to be matching up. And Zavara is doing a lot of talking, but in it, it's poking a lot of holes in the story, just enough that, like, you have suspicion something going on, but you don't know what. With the 9, you can't put your finger on it.
Yep.
But you're not wrong.
What happens to us once his fate's decided?
Well, scot-free, apparently.
That depends. Continue to commit crimes and be dealt with accordingly by law. But if you feel no remorse or guilt enough to flee the city upon letting this man take the full responsibility for your actions, then do with that what you will. All that we care to see as a society, and do we not, citizens, believe that Dominia's will and law should be upheld? And you just hear from the crowd, yeah, Dominia, yeah! As, like, the crowd, like, it doesn't seem to matter. Like, each individual in the crowd, no matter of status, clothing, weaponry, just all seem to burst into uniform agreement that Dominia's law is the most critical thing.
Well, I didn't agree to be represented by this man. What then?
Do you submit yourself as well to punishment?
What are we talking? I didn't do the things you say we did. We got like a trial by combat? That'd be fun. We could skip this whole annoying court stuff. Get him out of the stocks.
Guards. And the 3 guards start to sort of shuffle forward in their different arrays of armor. Understand that the will of the Theocratic Council is to hold Thelin here. This evening, by this evening, I will give you a small chance.
Oh.
If you can somehow convince me that Thelin does not deserve to be in the stocks, that somehow these crimes aren't to be punished, well, I will give you until this evening.
Oh, it's very kind.
Mistress Katara giggles and she goes, is it though?
I don't even look at.
Oh, I missed that. My internet did the thing.
Oh, I wasn't like I don't even look at her. I've completely written her off as someone who's pointless to this conversation.
Before we leave, or whatever, I'm just like. By the way, I have a really bad memory. What's everyone's name again? I mean, I know you, Zavara. Oh, and I know you, Delin, and I like tap his head. And I know you, Cornelius.
I was going to say, my name's Cornelius. Nice.
Oh, yeah.
Meet you.
I know you. And of course, Lady Mistress Katara, and I extend my hand with a bow.
She reaches out, and that way where like her arm is straight out with her fingers just down, as if she's inviting you to kiss the hand.
I don't kiss it, but I bow.
And she goes,
and I extend.
It's Yura.
Yura. Okay, and then I extend my hand to the other Mister.
And he simply looks at it, looks at you, and he puts his hand sort of in front of himself and performs a quarter bow while looking you directly in the eye.
Mm-hmm.
And he goes, I am Council Member Shofar.
Okay.
I am one of the 6 of the Theocratic Council. And it was I who determined that this person was in fact guilty of his crimes against Dominia and deserved to be held in the stocks.
Okay, well, how long do you need?
He
Till this
gazes.
evening?
Yeah, he gazes to the sky. Looks back. He says, "It is approaching midday. I would give you until the sun sets. That is, by your mark, perhaps around 6:30.
All right, I think that's very fair. Thank you, Your Grace. And I do a very mocking
Grace.
bow.
Sorry, I just saw chat because her name is Yura, and all Lynn got was "You're a cunt," is what you are. And they Shofar looks at you and said, "This is well, be gone. You serve no further purpose here, and the crowd, I'm sure, wishes to further humiliate the criminal."
Are the two guards that were there the same guards that brought me in, like to the beginning?
Ooh, see, that is a fantastic question. You want to make a quick perception check? Or even investigation, because, like, you're curious, you're looking, so I'll let you pick.
12.
12. You're not quite sure, because you did try to break away from them and run,
Yeah.
but it's weird. It almost smells the same.
Don't I know you two?
You see one of them sort of shiftily look at the other two, and then over to Mistress Yura, and then their eyes go down to the floor, back up to Mistress Yura, and then back to you. No, I've never seen you before in my life. Be gone,
Oh.
almost criminal.
No, that's not nice to say. I'm just an old guy. I'm just an old man. How dangerous can I really be?
At this
I
point,
just start walking away.
Yeah.
Mistress
I'm gonna
Yura,
follow suit.
Mistress Yura does nothing because you won't walk away.
Yeah,
Um,
like
as we prepare to leave, I'll just call out very loudly. Through your gracious allowance of giving us time to provide evidence, surely anyone would not throw another thing at your prisoner here. They shouldn't leave. If the crimes were true, you wouldn't want to get on the bad side of anyone else, right? Just out to the crowd.
Boo!
All of these criminals
Boo!
running about your city. It would be
I
such
look
a
at-
shame if you were to get their ire.
I look at Zavara and I go, Zany, they always do that to prisoners.
Ah, but I am. Yes, well, I am saying don't do it or they'll be messing with me.
Like I take out like an old piece of tomato that was stuck in my hair for a while. Still there.
But can you quickly make a dex save for me, Zavara?
Sure. I mean, if they're throwing tomatoes, I'll just throw them. I don't really give a shit.
Oh, you just let them hit you?
I guess, yeah. I mean, it's a 6-14, if that does it.
So a 14 meets it. You see a tomato coming towards you, and you 100% have a moment where you're thinking, I could get out of the way, but why? As it splatters across your breastplate.
Yeah. Did I see where it came from?
Roughly.
Let's see. As its teeth, I'll just look in that direction. Thaumaturgy eyes flash bright red. Try that again.
Okay, come on. Let's go, guys. Come on.
Some of the crowd breaks free and starts running, screaming. They're like, the Silverknack people are demons! Ah!
All right.
Don't worry
What do we need?
about it,
Evidence
right?
or something?
Hey, Dave. All right.
There's two.
All right. So, team meeting with like 90% of the guild missing.
Just the three of
Okay.
us.
Okay. It's okay. We're like the B team. We're the best team.
Oh, is that what that means?
B equals best, yes.
All right.
As you
Okay.
as you've made your way into the pseudo team meeting, it's not too long before you hear psst, psst.
Anyone hearing a psst?
Oh, you're hearing that too. I thought that was Eli.
Is it the holy water thing?
The psst?
Yeah.
I see where you're going with it. No, I believe someone is making small sounds to get our attention.
Oh.
Holy fuck! Oh my god!
Where is
that's
that sound?
right, it's psst, over here.
Oh. I am
And-
sitting.
You see from an alley, just a short distance away from the market circle, there's a small figure waving, just eagerly going this way. Oh, please. Psst.
Okay.
Psst, psst. Wait, are you pissing at us right now? Like a little dog?
Usually it's the harlots that are in the alley saying, come over here, you know?
Like Cornelius hears that and like starts walking over towards the piss noise. Like,
We all make our way there. We're just bantering on our way.
Yeah.
As you get there, you see a diminutive figure, about 5 foot, maybe. She seems to be crouched. Has another hood drawn low over her head in a very similar fashion to one that you had just recently seen on the body of Mistress Kitara. But as this much smaller figure looks at you and goes, I am no harlot. That's extremely rude.
that's very
Sorry, you're the
rude.
pister. All right. My bad.
She rolls her eyes. She holds up the back of a glove, and you see a jewel-encrusted chalice on the back of the glove.
All fancy.
Yeah.
You with that other lady that was like very pretty but also very mean?
I wouldn't say with. I do work for the Crystal Chalice Guild. Like she does, though.
Okay.
You clearly know of the problem we are having right now?
Yeah, I know Thelen. We kind of go ways back.
Oh, do tell.
No,
Okay.
respectfully.
Drama.
But
Or,
I
Go
do
ahead,
know.
yes.
I do know he doesn't deserve to be in the stockades. So I'm assuming you slack-jawed idiots are all I have for help.
Wow.
now.
Kinda rude. Keep talking like that and not at all.
I keep talking like the way you're talking, and maybe you'll actually be put on trial just
Oh
beside
my
him.
goodness. I mean,
Unless
I'd
you
like to see
actually-
them try.
Well, do you want help or not? Because I've seen some of those theocratic assholes make people fall into ash where they're standing.
Listen.
Pretty
Oh.
dramatic.
Yeah, we're here to help, but like, come on, banter's banter. I'd give you free booze, but the doors are locked.
I think she might really like Thelen. That's the thing. Like,
How can you help?
Well, that depends on what you're capable of doing. Well, let's try that again. What are you
Oh.
planning? What are you thinking? Because
oh, I was going to go to Thelen's office and look through his desk for like paperwork and things saying where they got the jobs, and then say like, "Oh, look, the city and the guild gave us these jobs." And
I'm just gonna hit a pub, hear the local rumors of why the crystal chalice or this the theocratic council have like their herd on to like fuck
Mhm.
Felon over.
I mean, those are pretty good ideas.
Does her robe look like the ones from the mysterious cloaked figures that stole those peeps the other day?
No.
Oh, okay.
This one is more stylish, and Mistress Yura's, it was less of like a functional cloak and more of a fashion item. So the hood was embroidered, very thin. It sort of cut down in a V, and held the bodice very loosely. Sort of flew into a bit of a back.
Got it. It was like a dress with a hood.
Exactly. So hers is more similar to that, but a little bit more modest. It's that sort of very thin embroidered material, but it's her body is more covered.
Not as plungy.
Correct. Much less plungy.
Wouldn't use a weird word.
What?
Plungy?
Yeah, because a plunge is how deep the V goes.
It's true.
Huh?
Okay.
That's
I get it now.
just
Less
a little
plungy.
a little bit of toilet humor for you.
I'm not stuck
That was a
anymore.
plungy pun. That's for those at home who may not have gotten that.
Anyway, Cornelius, did you have a third idea? Because we've got two good ones. Apparently.
Like Cornelius just looks around and goes, I mean, I can just be support if anything happens.
What? Say like you're doing great? Stuff like that?
Sure.
Can you try? Try. Say it.
Oh yeah.
You're doing great.
Oh, exactly what I wanted.
Yes, this
Like,
this
you
third
see
this
the
third
bony
plan,
thumb
yes.
just pops up. But like,
I like this third plan.
just in case things go south, what do we do?
Well, these were our two options. Do you have another one? Did I catch your name? I'm sorry. Did you say?
I did not.
Oh,
But,
can you? Hi, I'm Zavara. What's your name?
Violet?
That seems like a fake name. Okay, Violet. What is your plan?
Are you this mistrusting of everybody who calls you over and tries to help you free your guild leader, or are you just an asshole?
Both. Well, I'm kind of thinking that those who are very planny tend to like stab people in the back at their earliest convenience. So yes. Are you
What
a domino person, or do you one of the old gods? And you know the one I'm talking about.
She looks you up and down. She goes, well, I'd have to be pretty dumb not to know who the old gods are, and you definitely seem the type. Who I may or may not worship, I don't think it's any of your business. But yes, Violet is my actual real name. Violet Graves, if you must know. And just, look, your idea's not stupid. I think...
Thank you.
I think you actually might stand a chance by, if you can get into Thelen's office, probably finding some sort of official documentation. And she keeps checking over her shoulders as she's talking. Just like, in case you're actually unaware, I really shouldn't be talking to you or giving you any of this information.
I mean, we are in a dark alley.
It was half the battle. Thank you.
You're welcome.
She face bombs.
You did it. Hey.
Doing great. All right. So, Miss Violet, we're going to check the office, listen for rumors. I love your support in this, but do you have any information we wouldn't find in these two spaces?
She, again, kind of looks back at both directions, and she goes,
Is there anyone around? Can I give a look?
Yeah.
Check ourselves.
yeah,
She's
for
so
sure.
nervous.
Absolutely. You can make an investigation check.
Okay.
Ooh. Cornelius isn't seeing shit.
19.
19. So, with a 19, you are confident nobody is around.
Can I roll for survival to get like that, oh, like we're being watched feeling?
Sure.
Oh, 13.
With a 13, you definitely feel exposed. Like,
Okay.
ever since you left the ring, it was like a target's been on the back of your neck. You've felt this weird, that weird shivery crawling feeling when it goes up and down the spine. Your neck hair is standing on end. You are practiced enough in your trade to know not to be looking around or portray that you know you're being watched, but your instinct feels that you are.
No.
In this exact moment, your instinct feels much calmer.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Is his office guarded?
Well, the doors are locked,
The doors are locked currently at the
Okay.
guild.
so we gotta get Dave to like give us the key or something.
Oh yeah, Dave. Dave's nice.
Yeah, Dave's nice.
Gotta find Dave.
Or we could climb onto his shoulder and like get in through the window of the second story.
Oh, like a ladder.
Yeah.
No, that's a different story. I think that's Jacob's ladder.
Oh. Nosebleed. All right. Great. So, yes, let's try to find Dave. Try to see if he has the key, and if not, we kick the door in. I got stuff in there. I can reclaim my property.
He has most of my money.
Yeah, exactly.
It's very true.
If we get caught, we'll just be like, "Yeah, we're getting our stuff."
Yeah, we were betraying him. Easy
Yeah.
peasy.
Oh, yeah.
He's already in jail.
True.
So
Violet's watching this entire conversation. She's like,
so Violet,
really?
Yeah.
we're making an alibi, Violet. Come on.
Remind me to absolutely doubt all three of you on any jobs in the future.
All right. Oh, any jobs? Are we
Well,
up for consideration?
Ooh, we might need a new guild.
That's
Yeah.
true. We get things done. You've
Yeah.
heard. Everyone's heard.
I mean, there was that one time we did the thing where those two bandits got. I mean, nothing.
Is the chalice optional? Do we need to wear the shiny thing on our hands? Anyway, we should go.
She looks at
Yeah.
each of you and just goes, please hurry. Felon is actually worth saving, and I think you know that.
Yeah, we're just being cavalier about it.
Okay.
Okay, we're gonna go find Dave and get into the building and get the things, and then maybe go to a bar and get some information. Let's see. Lewis, you wanted to drink a little bit? Was that what I was hearing? Okay.
Well, I definitely wanted to hear some rumors because I got none. But first thing first,
Right.
office.
Okay. Well, Dave, then office.
Dave office.
Profits.
Dave. Oh, the DOP
Got it.
plan. Yes.
Right.
The dope plan.
Anyway,
It's a very
goodbye,
dope
Violet,
plan.
if that is your real name. We will see you. I don't know. When Dylan's free.
Yeah, we'll tell him you send him kisses.
Oh,
Tell him Valerie said hi.
I'm
How's
not. I'm not hearing a no from that.
Sorry, I'm dying of the tell him Valerie said hi. Like, who?
that? Yeah. Good.
As you each bring your attentions back over to where Violet was, you each realize that she's gone.
She didn't say we weren't up for consideration, so
That's
We-
not a no.
We got
Yeah.
backup plans.
yeah. All right, let's go find Dave and/or kick the door in.
Mhm.
Maybe he's just like standing outside the building, being like, "Huh, the doors are locked and I can't get
How
in."
can I get in?
How was that? That was my Dave. What do you think?
That's spot on.
that was
Oh,
very
thank
spot
you,
on.
thank you.
That's very cool.
Maybe a bit more of, I can't see the lock.
Oh, I can't
Oh,
do
yeah.
lock.
Hey.
Pretty
We
good.
have-
All right, I was practicing. Okay.
Okay. On to Dave.
All right, can we find Dave?
Did you go check the front of the guild?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
probably a good place to start.
So as you make your way back to the market circle, where people have definitely started throwing produce at Felon, and you make your way towards the locked doors of the Silverknack Guild, you do in fact find Dave standing in front of the doors.
Oh shit.
There's our
Yeah.
guy. Hey, Dave. It's Zavara.
Oh, here's the water.
Good to see you. Are you able to get in?
Yeah, good to not see you too.
Yeah.
Classic Dave.
Never change, Dave.
Hang on. And he turns around and he goes, like, rattle, 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 rattle. Nope.
Some
Okay.
kids super glued it. Try kicking it a few times.
I don't think Devin would like that. But okay.
Come on.
By the way, Cornelius,
Yes.
Samara, if I have no idea if this is a good idea. By the way, I'm just
We'll
kind
find
of
out.
going with it.
No, God.
No, yeah.
Okay.
He's a smart guy.
I'm
He can
for
do
it.
what he wants.
Dave just starts sort of like kicking the door, and you hear the door begin to splinter a little bit, and you watch as wood chips begin to fall away from the cracks of the ornate door frame, and then he pulls back for a third kick with like a resounding thud, and they again begin to look like they're going to give, and then he just goes, "Strong doors."
Very strong
Very
doors.
strong, yes.
Want some help with that?
Depends. Are we gonna get... Hey, you there! You're in trouble. You there!
Oh.
Just stop! And then
Why?
you see 3 or 4 guards come up with their weapons drawn. 2 have arrows knocked on their bows. 2 have swords and shields. And they're decked out in full plate armor. And as they approach, they're like, no. Nope. In there is criminal territory. It's under investigation by the members of the law. You need to keep yourself free because at this particular moment in time, I can see that each of you, in fact, have the crest of the Silverknack Guild. And it is very important to the members of the Onyx Sentinel Guild that you actually stay outside of the premises while they do the investigation.
Oh, we were allowed by Councillor Shofar to go check out any evidence that might be outstanding.
Yeah.
Case
Were you
to
not
build.
informed of this? I don't want to take that to him. That would be so embarrassing for you and him.
Persuasion check?
Are you impeding our
I'm helping. We
investigation?
were just up there talking with him.
Can
I'm
that be an
helping.
intimidation?
I guess it was a little intimidating. You were trying to throw a name around. Yeah, sure.
Sure.
All right, intimidation with advantage because of the help from Frost.
Very kind
Yeah.
for us. I needed to do it. No, it would have been better. 14.
14.
Rolled off the 18.
Okay. So the
I have
guard...
heroic inspiration. Could I use that too?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, I'll use it then. Oh, nope. 14's the higher.
That's fair. So you just hear kind of a... I don't think that was what... like, you're the... You're that tiefling that was literally just in the center who was, like, missing the whole point of everything. That was you, wasn't it?
That was me. Yes, I was missing
Wait.
the point of everything.
Wait, did you do advantage or no?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, okay. Oh, there it is. Sorry.
No. I may think maybe you may have missed the point. Counselor Shofar told you to come back with evidence that
Yes,
you
but
might have
how-
found. He
Yes,
But
didn't...
how are we to get evidence if the
It
evidence
was implied
isn't
that we would.
there?
Yeah, that we would have a grand sweeping power over everything we can see.
Look, that's a good point. Except for the grand sweeping power part.
So over the things we can see, then that works. Then so here we are. Let us in. Thank you.
He looks very confused.
Do we need a guard to go in?
Oh, true. We will be escorted. Yes.
He quickly turns to the other guards, and you see some like heated whispering. Before they look back over at you, turn back, keep whispering again, and Dave goes, "They're talking real funny.
Oh.
Why do they think people can't hear them? I can hear them perfectly fine."
Oh, what are they saying?
What are they saying? And I start scratching I start like scratching the calf of Dave.
I have an out there. That's kind of nice.
Yeah. What are they telling us, Dave?
Oh,
What did they say?
mostly they're wondering whether we need to be arrested.
Hmm.
Again?
That one girl with the bow, though, thinks you're cute, though, Frost. Lewis.
Oh, nice, Frost.
Lewis.
Think I got some charms, guys? Maybe I can charm her a bit,
Maybe.
or should we just wait, or should we just be like, you know what? We'll go find evidence elsewhere.
Yeah, we can always sneak. We can always sneak in
We can.
later.
Don't say that out loud.
No, I said it like a whisper. It's a stage whisper.
Dave goes, oh, yeah, we absolutely could. That's a good plan. And the guards
I think
go,
so.
plan?
Wait.
You guys are planning?
No plan.
Yeah,
No-
we're
no
planning
plan
to
at
get
all.
evidence elsewhere if we can't get in. But what we were told was that we could get in.
The one with the bow kind of looks across you and goes, yeah, you could get in.
Oh,
Can you let us in?
Thank you. And what's her name?
Safia.
Sophia. Hope to see you around. See you at trial. Then we turn around. Dave, kick the door.
Da-da-da-da.
Dave,
Maybe they'll try to
Dave
arrest
kicks the
us
door
now.
again. And you just watch as Dave goes, all right. And he, like, hauls back and just takes a deep breath in and then lunges forward with his foot. And the hinges give and then shatter. And then the door swing in. And Dave just kind of cocks his head to the side and goes, I have a key.
Yeah.
you know, we were going to ask about the key first.
I mean, this was Dave. This was fun though.
It was
Was it?
fun.
It was.
Didn't you have fun, Dave?
Kind of.
Yeah.
But I'm making Thelen make you pay.
We'll tell them the guards did it.
Ah.
Dylan's and kind of. Dylan's okay, and he goes, like, Cornelius walks in, like, okay, let's see what we can find.
Dave, you want to sit? Like, we're not on duty today.
Oh, I do like that little love seat. It only
It's all
fits
yours,
me
bud.
though. I got a big body.
It's true. I feel your pain. Okay. Lewis, you're like a tracker of sorts. Anyone been in here besides us since it was closed? I seen you were looking for signs of people.
I need that. No, I don't need that. Yeah, sure. I can roll survival, insight, and I have no investigation.
Is there like dust with footprints and smashed things from guards flipping the joint?
Yeah, good.
Honestly,
My elven's eyes see that tables are flipped.
Cushions cut open.
Like we have powder to check for fingerprints.
Right. We look for fingerprints.
it's like when you're dusting for fingerprints and you're like, wait, no, that's not the dusting powder. That's the cocaine.
Oh no!
What does this? Does this cocaine smell funny to you?
Oof. No, but again, 18 plus streams. We can say whatever we want, roughly. But I can't get off the thought of the cocaine fingerprint powder now. No, must focus. Must bring this back in. The guild, at least the main foyer and the bar, look completely unbothered and untouched.
Oh, all right. Well, that's even more concerning. You're saying no one looked for evidence before arresting him?
I think the evidence was him admitting to the.
Hearsay. Yeah, I see. All right. Sounds like we're going to his office then.
I've never been in there. You guys been in there?
Nope.
Nope. I don't have a key to that one.
What do you have a key for?
The door you made me break.
That was team effort.
But I was
I
the
caught
only
your-
one that kicked it.
Catch you later, Dave.
All right. I guess we'll go upstairs.
They head upstairs and conveniently the door is unlocked.
Oh, fancy. Open it on up. Can't hear you, Eli.
And we check for traps,
Check for traps.
just in case.
Oof. I mean, you certainly can. How are you checking for traps?
I'm not. I rolled a 9.
To the best of your knowledge, it is not
Yeah.
trapped.
All right, let's go in.
Okay, I'll go first.
As you take a step into the room,
Oh god, trap.
the door swings in smoothly and you have quite a view of the office.
There it is. All right, so we need paperwork. You both know how to read?
Yeah. Yeah, I
Yeah.
know how to read.
All right. Cornelius, there was some hesitation there. Are you sure?
Yeah, we know how to. I mean, I know how to read.
We, huh? All right.
I mean, it's 2024. Most people know how to weed.
Yeah.
Weed.
All right, let's flip this office.
Just like throw the desk.
But like in a
around.
slow, I will pick up the desk and turn it and put it down.
Shake it,
no,
shake,
we're going
shake,
to, check the
No.
drawers, look for official
Cornelius
documents.
rages. Let's go. No.
Just pull, just pull every book on the shelf.
Right. Look
I
for
would like
things.
a group investigation check, please.
Oh, bold.
Oh,
Investigation. That's a 17.
15.
Oh,
Oh
9.
boy.
Intelligence is not my stout.
That's okay. With a combined 41, you pass the group check.
Woohoo!
By 1, because it was a 40.
I was gonna say, what was it?
It was a 40. With the group investigation check passed, you go turn the desk physically over, but as you begin to lift it, you notice that some of the drawers actually just knock loose and papers fall scattered across the ground.
You guys keep doing that, and I pick up, and I glance.
It is several of the contracts. Most notably, you see that some of the contracts were actually handed to you by different guilds.
I think I brought that up.
Okay. Specifically, what was named dropped so far was the tree bark thing. No clue what the fuck that is.
Don't worry about it.
These crystal things. I don't know what the hell that is. I think it was weapons, maybe. And then Cornelius going batshit fucking crazy. That one was real, so I'm gonna put that one like, okay, I know what this is about. But the other two,
I don't believe there was actual paperwork for the tree bark. Is that right? Or
well,
was there?
that's so. Specifically, I'm gonna look at these loose papers
All right.
and look for those specific ones, and if they were done by the chalice, the crystal chalice, or someone directly in the Theocratic Council, because I don't remember the other guilds. There's one for an anvil.
There was the clear out the ruffians task was for the Steel
time.
Anvil Guild. That was the one they did. The protect the cargo was from a guild called the Amethyst Dragon Guild. And I'm going to get each of you to actually roll a history check.
Okay.
Oh, dragon. Okay.
Amethyst Dragon, yeah.
Nope. Just an
Come
8.
on, you can do this. Yes.
There we go.
Oh, nice.
Dirty 20.
Hell yeah.
I rolled a 10.
Okay, so Lewis, in your time in the city, especially since working for the Silverknack, because you like making money, you understand that maybe the Silverknack Guild, which has kept you employed so far, may not be your forever home as far as adventuring and getting money. So you struck up a conversation with the blacksmith family that you were staying with, and they actually took a second to tell you about all of the guilds of the city. And they told you not only about the Steel Anvil Guild and the Crystal Chalice Guild, but about the Ember Forge Guild, the Verdant Root Guild, the Ivory Quill Guild, the Obsidian Veil Guild, the Gilded Scale Guild, the Diamond Spire Guild, the Celestial Tapestry Guild, the Onyx Sentinel Guild, and the Platinum Horizon Guild.
I'm not gonna. I wrote some of those down.
Yeah, there's one.
Sorry.
Yeah,
I'll write them all in chat later. I was
Okay,
just saying them out loud for
for context.
and storytelling reasons.
Because you didn't mention one guild.
Right.
I didn't mention an Amethyst Dragon Guild.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Protecting the cargo was assigned by a guild that somehow doesn't exist.
Hmm.
Is there a name that signed the contract?
Well, hang on. Let's do you guys' thing first before we go down this lead.
Okay.
Or if this was the only lead, then we could just skip to this question.
That seems to be our main draw. Something is up with this missing mysterious guild.
Because I went apeshit on that. Or, I mean, I was there for that one.
Come on, at least own up to it, my man.
Do you remember anything about the bandits? Were they wearing like a certain garb, or were they like that for the amethyst? That'd be a little obvious, but like, was there signs like that?
No, that didn't happen.
Would I
Nothing
know-
well
equipped,
would
though.
I know
That-
their like what they were wearing?
Yeah, two of them were actually like really good fighters.
Yeah.
Like they
They
took
were
a
really
chunk out of you, Cornelius.
Any tattoos?
The
that
other
would look
two.
similar?
I mean,
Got the big
there's
flesh
this, and
in your teeth.
like Cornelius pulls out. This was in my pack before, and he has like half of the jawbone that he has that he took off. Like, I
Charming.
don't think that's as good, but
Yeah, that part of the
Absolutely.
story was true as Zavara, just FYI.
Oh, sure. You know, we've all seen the horrible things in combat.
one time
Can
I
I-
took
can I-
spider eyes.
You did kill those spiders, yes. Anything
are there
particular
any
about the jaw?
markings?
If I pick it
Yeah.
up and take a look at it, any
Like any
obvious
like,
teeth signs, big tusks? I don't know. Emblem scrawled into the jaw of the amethyst dragon. Probably not.
I wanna roll for memory on that because I really don't remember.
yeah, I don't remember if you mentioned like
Like I remember
any
how they died.
garb.
I remember most
Yeah.
of that fight. I just don't remember what they were wearing, or if they called themselves anything.
So you are welcome to roll for it if you'd like.
That's a what? Roll a what?
I think generally when it comes to me for like memory related things, as a memory skill, I kind of use like the history skill as a general, like when you're trying to recall history, either like your own personal history or like a greater history score, it's sort of the same thing. It's your memory of things in the past. So for me, if you'd like to try and remember that fight, that's a history check.
okay.
Ugh.
Well,
IRL. Nice.
Ouch. 8. What do we got for Cornelius?
16.
16. Oh, okay.
I rolled a 17 minus 1.
That minus 1 is my favorite part.
Yeah.
The best memory that you get, Lewis, from that fight was that one of the really well-dressed fighters started to threaten one of the civilians, and they were trying to pressure you. They didn't just resort to murder. They tried to pressure you into actually stopping the fight. They took a hostage and were trying to get you to back off.
Yeah.
It was through pursuing the violence that the team of the Silverknack Guild then forced their hand to fight. The first few of them were obliterated in moments.
Yeah. I mean, I know that.
But in the chaos of and the pressure, and this is for you too, Eli, in the chaos and the pressure of what was going on, especially with Eli taking over, your memory of what they were wearing, or if there was any distinct features to what they were doing, doesn't hold up. You were so entrenched immediately in the task.
Yeah.
For you in the rage, Lewis, for trying to like get involved and save these civilians, that the detail, you weren't thinking to look in that moment, and so nothing stuck out to you.
Wait, did we loot the bodies? Cornelius, did we steal or like bring back their armor or clothes or like their money? Did we go through their pockets?
Just a jawbone from what I'm seeing.
Yes, he got his fidget.
As a DM, I will say that no, nobody from the player side said that you would like to loot the bodies.
Do that.
Oh, sure, that's fine. Huh.
Okay, so we have this mysterious amethyst dragon. We have some oddly outfitted bandits who seem
Pretty, like, they were good fighters.
They were really good.
Well, at least
So-
2 of them were.
trained fighters in the amethyst, connected to the amethyst dragon. All right.
They were really strong from what I remember.
Did we
They
get
got really
did we get artifacts through that fight or through a different fight?
That was the cargo. The 4
Yeah.
artifacts to be identified was from that fight.
Okay. We did pick up those 4. We did pick up some stuff from that fight, though. We didn't go through the pockets, but we got some other stuff.
Did we ever check to see what they were?
No, not yet.
All right. Should we go find those things? Maybe they'll be important.
Yeah, right next to our
Alright.
money.
Yeah, I was gonna say they're in the
Yeah,
safe,
in the
isn't
in the
it?
vault. All right. Well, we didn't find any like secret hatches or anything, so
Wait,
To
is
the vault!
his bedroom? Is his bedroom on this hull? Should we go raid his bedroom?
it's under the vault. I tried to open it. It was too. It was weird. Like it wasn't locked, but like I couldn't open it.
Oh, okay.
It was some magical bullshit or something.
Fucking magic.
Yes, yeah,
Yeah.
weird.
We could try again though. Why not? It might be fun.
Eh?
Anyway, let's go.
You make your way out of the room, down the stairs, over to the secret door that leads to the small elevator. Down the elevator,
Hey,
no
Dave.
issues. Hey. He quickly goes, "You don't mind, do you?" And he's like drinking like what looks like a whiskey on the rocks.
Oh no, it's ours is yours. Sit on the love seat. Relax. Put your feet up.
I don't think the table would like my feet.
Yeah,
Eh.
you have very nice feet. Don't be silly.
Odd, but thank you.
Down we go.
Down you go. You emerge. You notice the split of the hallway. Vault in front of you. Magically locked door to the right. Door that leads to the dormitories to the
I
left.
like dormitories better. Okay, vault. You could try the door. I mean, it's just for fun.
On the way out?
Oh, sure, on the way out. All right, let's go check and look at those artifacts.
Yes.
You make your way to the vault. Obviously, there are
Yep.
2 crates unopened, as well as piles of gold.
Oh,
Hey, as a above table. So Zavara, you should be checking to see if that silver bark is still in the vault.
there was no silver bark. I don't know what you're talking about.
As above game.
Oh, I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah. I doubt he would have kept it here. Honestly,
You dropped it off here.
but it was a hot item that I don't think he would want to keep. Right. So if it might be here, but I'm not expecting it to be here.
That's fine.
Okay, yes, I will start unlatching those covered boxes. Are those from the wagon? I don't actually know. Are these the ones from the wagon?
They,
Or the other
they
facts?
look very similar to it.
I say that. Oh, I wasn't there, so I'm asking the other two.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
All right, I'll pop them open then.
Okay.
With confidence like that.
So as you go to pop it open, first of all, I'd like a quick strength check to see how you do.
Straight strength or athletics?
Athletics would be fine.
Okay.
May Cornelius help?
I got a 24.
Never mind.
But I'll
Oh.
see if we can see if we crit anyway.
Sure.
Just for fun. No, I got an 8.
No crit.
4.
Okay. As you manage to pry it open, because honestly, you don't need that much. You just open it, and there's stashed hay just inside both of the boxes to soften the artifacts as they've been going around. The first seems to be a small glowing gemstone. The second looks like a horseshoe. The third seems to be some sort of lantern that it doesn't seem to be lit at this particular moment, but it's made of an oddly shimmery metal material.
We have a red balloon. Someone lost their lucky charms, my dude.
Right. And the fourth is actually hidden just underneath the hay, but you pull it out, it's large enough to fill out the bottom of the box, and it seems to be some sort of odd cask.
No.
Like a small, like a cask is like a barrel thing.
Yeah, like a small barrel.
Liquid.
Yeah,
Slosh around a little bit. Empty barrel.
It seems to sound empty.
Oh, all right. Well, here are items. This isn't my strong suit, I must admit.
I can take a look at the horseshoe and maybe tell you a little bit more about it.
Oh, okay.
Go ahead and investigate it. I'm sorry, I keep asking for the intelligence skills from you. You keep making intelligent choices.
Oh, yeah.
Oh!
See, I'm a blacksmith, guys.
Yeah.
Have faith.
You are.
You know what? You are so familiar with this, in fact, that as you're looking at that, there's a particular magical gleam that seems to be on the horseshoe, and you realize as you're holding it, it seems to break open into 4 separate horseshoes. But then your brain is remembering how there was one time you heard of somebody who raced horses, and they wanted to give their horse just a little bit of edge over the other horses, and not you, but another blacksmith down the trade created some horseshoes of speed.
Oh.
And this, in fact, is a set of the magical horseshoes. They're the golden iron bands. It attaches to not only the horse's hoof, but also, if you'd like, to a wheel of a wagon. And when the horseshoe is attached to the horse or a draft creature pulling a vehicle, or just the vehicle itself, the vehicle or creature speed is increased by 10 feet. Additionally, when the horseshoe is affixed, any creature inside the wagon is granted on advantage on saving throws against being knocked prone or pushed while traveling over rough terrain.
Wow, pretty good.
Oh, shit. Okay, so this is a big item. Okay.
Now we just need the horse and the wagon.
Yeah,
Get out of here with all this gold.
Yeah, guys, this is like I give a similar speech to that to what lovely DM has given us.
I shall
Sorry.
post it in the private.
But not
You
relevant
think
to our...
this is an illegal item?
Were we stopping?
I don't know. Is it like for gambling? You
Like,
bet on the
yeah,
horse
I'm
with the
thinking-
nice shoes?
I'm thinking that this could easily be used for gambling because that's how I heard about it. So, how bad is gambling in this city? It should be pretty bad. Okay, well,
I don't know. It just seems like a thing to make your horse go faster.
yeah.
Do I see the silver bark around in the vault? Or has that been cleared out?
You
Okay,
do
that's
not
what I
see it
thought.
here.
So maybe ahead there'll be like object or, evidence number 1, the bark. And we'll be like, uh-oh. I mean, there is no bark.
What
so it's
bark?
not the big deal. Don't worry about it. There was some bark in the forest, and we brought it in, and that's illegal. Look
His
around
name
for
is Robert
cameras and
Barkson.
bugs. Yeah.
Oh, so
Who's
that
asking
one was
you?
real
So-
too.
What? No, I mean, yeah. Okay, yes, we're in the vault. I don't know a much safer place to talk about this. Yes, we were asked to do a job to get some like silver bark from the Feywild. But that's in a whole other reality or something. How does, like, who has, what's it called when the police are like, this is my, it's a jurisdiction. How do they have jurisdiction in another reality? I ask you this.
Listen, you stole, you stole. I'm not
I
gonna
didn't
bite your
stole.
hand.
We were fucking attacked by centaurs and stuff. Look at
Sounds
this. I
like
pull down my armor and there's just like a giant like javelin bruise that's slowly healing from. I got knocked
Oh
out
my
my
God.
ass by one.
Ooh, that
Like
looks
it's like
dangerous.
not quite healed yet. Like we fought for it.
Do we know anybody who could identify the rest of this stuff?
Do I remember what the guild that offered this silver bark thing? Like that wasn't in the stack of that wasn't in the stack of contracts.
It was a weird poem.
So, so I'm gonna feel this one, if you don't mind, Sam.
No, of course.
It wasn't actually a guild contract. What was found by Nimue, Soro, Zavara, and it was Connacht as well, right? It was the four of you.
Yeah.
What was found by the four of them was a contract from one of the message boards around the city that actually had an original message that sort of erupted in a burst of silver fairy fire to then reveal a poem. The poem said that they should go and effectively translated and deciphered to say, go to place A, get thing B, bring it back to the Silverknack Guild, profit. And they decided to follow up on this lead, and they did, and they have never heard from the benefactor. The silver seems to be missing, and the felon, I believe, paid them for it.
Yes.
But Soro is also in possession of some boots made of the same material.
Like they were always made of the same material.
No,
she was standing on a tree log and it like grew up her leg, and after we got her off, we were like, "Oh, nice boots." So it was kind of like
the tree was
Like
attempting
getting
to
those
eat
off.
her, and then they
severed that whole thing.
savored the boots.
So that kind of feels like a dead end to me.
Yeah.
Unless,
Yeah,
of course,
that's
someone was, setting him up, and without being able to find the original post.
Well,
I could probably remember the poem if I think hard enough.
Like-
but,
Cornelius is starting to get a bit of a picture of what happened, because I feel like we were kind of set up.
yes.
Like, if we were protecting these treasures for some weird gambling debt, if that's the truth, did we stop a lawful attempt? And are we the bad guys here?
For stopping gambling? For stopping gambling?
Oh, well, we are just assuming that I just threw it out there that faster horses could be used for gambling.
Well, I mean, for stopping the bandits from taking the materials back.
Well, regardless, the bad guys were... None of the guards knew to hand over the things, so it looks like the bad guys were good, or like the good guys were going to rob the like innocent people, and if people got in the way, they would just slaughter them anyways. Because remember that one guy? He's like, if you don't stop, and they go stab, 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 and we're like, oh well, we gotta kill you guys now.
He could have been like, "I'm going to kill this person. Also, I am the police." He did not say that
He
second
did not
part,
say the
right?
police, yes.
He did not
Yes,
say,
because
"I am
if
an
he's a
official."
cop, he has to say it.
It would be
Those are
helpful
the
to stop a
rules.
fight to say
Those
it.
are the rules.
It's a lie. Okay, above table. Hey, people, if you're looking at home, a cop doesn't have to tell you they're a cop.
That is true.
No, yeah.
Don't trust
And
them.
also present your information. Please don't be like, you have no. You cannot say that you're a sovereign. Please don't say that.
Sovereign
Like,
citizens? No. Oh
no,
god.
please don't say that.
Okay. Uh, so we got one crate open.
Yes.
And there were 2. Yes, let's pop this other one open.
Surprise.
Check in the box. Jack, what are you doing in this box?
Mimic of explosion. Ah, what?
It's a mimic.
So as you open the second crate, you notice the first item is a small silver ball. Bell. Sorry, curse my eyes. The second seems to be a folded up piece of cloth that, as you pull on it, loosens and seems to unravel into a cloak that seems to be very beautifully woven of different strands of material that almost seem to be light and shadow. A third very delicate crystal about the size of an apple. And then a spool of thread.
So these were the artifacts that were taken? Or are these new?
These are the second. This is the second box.
This was everything that was in those 2 boxes.
Everything's
Okay.
in the boxes. Yeah.
That was in those carts that you
Anybody seen any of these items before? Something like it, similar?
No, nothing.
Have any of us?
Do any of them pique our fancy?
None of them are particularly familiar to any of you, being having the history that you have and the classes that you have. They're all sort of unfamiliar.
Mm-hmm.
But you do have a small moment where you realize you're not alone down here.
Dave?
So for the record, if you're very, very quiet, your little guard door guy doesn't actually see the people that come through the building.
Oh, that's a sassy in the voice to be Violet.
Yeah.
Is it Violet?
It's Violet.
Okay, thank you.
I turn around and look at her. Oh, Miss Violet.
Virginia.
Welcome,
good.
welcome.
Good to see you again.
Her eye twitches as she looks over to you, Cornelius, and she goes, I will remember that.
I'm sure you will, Virginia. What brings you to this part of the vault?
Well, I was starting to wonder whether you were all just going to grab your money and run away, or whether you might actually be trying to help Felon. So, I mean, well, the jury was out, so I figured I may as well just come keep an eye on you myself. Why are you looking at that pile of junk?
What do you mean junk? These are like horseshoes of speed.
Okay, those are horseshoes of speed. What about the rest of the junk?
I don't know. Thought we'd see something helpful. We found the important thing already. Lewis, show her.
The horseshoe, or?
Okay, so
the
which
paper
one?
with the
Oh,
gill.
yeah, the paper.
Yeah, the paper.
Boys,
What?
Yes.
What?
which one of you is the curious type?
Cornelius.
Yes. Very curious.
Okay,
That's why they call me Whiskers.
come here.
Curious like a cat.
Yes. Yes.
She reaches into her chest and seems to pull something out of a pocket, and then she unscrews the lid of the little glass container and pulls out this really foul-smelling, pungent material. And she goes, "Sorry, but," and it reaches forward and slathers it sort of across your cheeks here and here. Yeah, that'll go away in about 5 seconds.
Okay.
3, 2.
What did you just do?
As you finish that sentence, your vision briefly goes, and then you look over at the items, and you know what they are.
Holy shit. Okay.
Yes.
Above table, she's slathered a cream of identify object.
Like, you just see Cornelius, like, going through a Rolodex of stuff.
What are you doing with your hands?
So the first thing is the small glowing gemstone. It's called a Wagon's Heartstone.
Oh.
If you have this gemstone and place it in a wagon and attune to it, you can actually use it to cast the Leomund's Tiny Hut spell once per day without expending a spell slot.
Oh, nice.
That's nice.
Hut lasts for 8 hours, but it only appears when you or a creature you designate enters the wagon. This Heartstone also grants the wagon 10 temporary hit points that regenerate each dawn, and the interior of the wagon remains comfortable, neither too hot nor too cold, regardless of the weather outside.
Fancy.
You
Nice wagon.
already know the horseshoes of speed.
Mm-hmm.
The lantern, as you look at it, your eyes begin to see a flame dancing on the inside of it. But the lantern's flame shifts in color, casting a warm golden light in this particular moment. When it's lit, you understand, it would shed bright light in a 30-foot radius and dim light for an additional 30 feet. And the lantern, once per long rest, you can invoke it to cast guidance on any creature within its light radius. The effect lasts for 1 hour, or until the creature uses it to gain the D4 bonus on an ability check. Additionally, while traveling through difficult terrain, the lantern provides advantage on survival checks to navigate or find the best path. The cask, as you're staring at it, this is your favorite one. Because this large wooden cask, when opened, you immediately know it's going to produce food and water in abundance. Each day, the cask generates enough food and water to feed up to 10 people.
Wow.
The food is nutritious, flavorful, and filling. Though, like, maybe a little bland.
Cornelius opens it up and starts, like, taking a handful, like, oh.
The water is always fresh and pure, no matter how much you try and dilute it. The cask can be opened once every 24 hours and will automatically replenish the food and water when opened, providing enough to sustain a group of travelers on long journeys. The food and water do vanish if they are not consumed within 24 hours, so it must be used within the day. Additionally, the next 4. The small silver bell. It's called the echoing bell. It resonates with a soft melodious tone when struck. While attuned to the echoing bell, you can use an action to ring it, causing it to emit a sound that can be heard clearly up to 300 feet away. The bell's tone seems to grant a sense of calm and clarity. Once per day, you can cast Calm Emotions without using a spell slot, and a 30-foot radius centers on the bell's location. Additionally, once per long rest, the bell can be used to cast Detect Thoughts without expending a spell slot. The bell's mystical vibration allows you to sense faint traces of thought and intention in the area. The cloak is called the Starlight Cloak. The shimmering cloak appears to be woven from strands of light and shadow, and it seems to move of its own accord, shifting colors with the time of day. When worn, the Starlight Cloak grants the wearer the ability to blend into their surroundings. While in dim light or darkness, you can use your bonus action to become invisible for 1 minute. This ability can be used once per short rest. In addition, when the cloak is worn under the open sky during nighttime, you gain advantage on perception checks made to spot creatures or objects, as you are a creature of the night. The crystal is called the Crystal of the Forgotten Flame. So the delicate crystal, about the size of an apple, holds within it a flickering flame that never seems to burn. The crystal's flame casts a gentle, soft glow and feels unnaturally warm to the touch. It can be used to cast Firebolt as a cantrip once per turn, but the damage is halved, so it's 1d6, and the flame does not produce smoke or heat. Once per long rest, the crystal can be activated to cast Fireball at its base level, 3rd level spell, with no material components, though the fireball appears as an ethereal magical flame rather than the traditional fiery explosion. The crystal regains this property after a long rest. Finally, the Binding Thread. This enchanted spool of silken thread is impossibly strong, shimmering faintly with arcane energy. It appears mundane at first, but its true power lies in its ability to bind and restrain objects, creatures, and even magical forces. The thread can be used to cast Hold Person once per long rest, but with a duration lasting up to 1 minute with no concentration required. Additionally, you can use the thread to repair or bind objects together. When the thread is used in this way, it automatically mends broken weapons, armor, or tools as if they were the object's original form, with no additional tools needed. This can be done once per day. The thread also, finally, acts as a magical restraint, and any creature you bind with it must make a strength saving throw of DC 13 or become restrained for 1 minute. The creature can attempt to break free at the end of each of its turns.
I say all of that verbatim to like everybody there, including Violet, and I go, "These are not junk.
No, they're all.
They're all." And we were told to stop bandits from taking it from a guild that doesn't exist.
Oh yeah, that part. Hey Violet, ever heard of? And I shuffle some paper around. The Amethyst Dragon.
She looks at you funny. She goes, "Is that some sort of joke?"
No.
No.
Well, I mean, my name is Violet Graves. The dragons are dead. Amethyst,
Oh.
Violet, Graves, where are you making some sort of play on my name? Why? Like, we just met.
Here
You're not that funny.
go. Here you go. Read.
Here's Stellan's paperwork for that job.
And she looks down, and her eyes immediately flare wide. And she looks back at you and she goes,
Have you heard of the Amethyst Dragon?
"I'm gonna go."
No.
Oh.
No.
I take that paper back.
No, you're not.
She drops the paper and she attempts to leave.
Oh, I pick up the thread and throw it at her.
Very good.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. No,
with
yeah.
with a nat 1,
Ooh.
the thread wraps around her and she falls to the ground. Seriously? Thread. Thread's all you've got?
Well, I mean,
mean-
I guess not. Like, can I go up and like grapple her while she's prone?
Yeah, I mean, she's restrained on the ground, so yeah.
Okay, yeah, I'll just like put. Okay, how about this? And I just kind of keep her arms to her side. Okay, so can you talk to us before just running away?
I think that I'm in trouble too now.
Okay.
Accomplice.
Did you mean to be in trouble?
No, absolutely not. I'm just
Did
trying
you
to live
sign
my
these
life.
papers?
I did not sign these
Oh.
papers.
So someone's trying to do like, oh, you're doing a code name for yourself? That'd be silly. What is this other lady? Does she have it out for you? Miss Katara? Yura? That was
Yes.
her name. Oh,
Yeah, Vera
Yura
Katara.
has it out for everybody. Yura is one of the high clerics of the Crystal Chalice Guild. She's basically everybody's favorite in the upper ring. She does all kinds of healing. She's got so many contracts that you can name. I'm the apprentice of the Master Alchemist that is in the Crystal Chalice Guild. He's this elf. He wears a lot of jewelry. He's not, the nicest, but he's
Ooh, was it that guy?
you might consider him, I suppose, the head of the Crystal Chalice Guild.
I think
So
he
the
came
guild
by to
leader?
say hello to oh my god, to our guildmaster,
Ellen.
Felon.
He hates the lower ring. What was he doing down here?
He was here with the guy from the Anvil? Hang on, the
The
Steel
Stone Guild,
Anvil.
yeah. Oh,
They were
Anvil, yeah.
talking to a shop with Felon, yeah.
They were making fun mostly.
Yeah, he did not like Felon, to be fair.
That tracks. Yeah,
Not that many people do like Thelen.
He's a nice kid.
she looks at you all and she goes, "Am I just gonna be stuck in this thread forever, or like?" And she
Oh, you going to
begins
run
to sort
away?
of like move the thread off of her body.
Are you going to run away as soon as we let you out?
Do I have a choice?
Well, yeah, you could not run away as soon as we let you
Not run
out, and
away.
we can continue discussing things like adults.
Okay, but am I a prisoner?
No.
Hang on, guys. She is a prisoner. Wink. I said really out loud.
Oh, sure. If you do something wrong, you could just blame it on us or something. Is that what you're saying?
Ah.
Okay,
That's
see?
true.
That's fine. All right, here we go. I start unwinding the thread.
You three really aren't that bright, are you?
No.
Eh. Mostly a detachment as a form of what's the thing when you like smush down all the bad stuff into like a nice ball of rage and you use that to empower yourself? Like that.
Trauma?
Rage.
I was gonna say every day, but
It's like you tuck it into a cabinet and then you can use that to fuel yourself for great powers anyway.
Is he talking about us?
Repressing your feelings?
Yeah, but there's like a word
there
for
we
it.
go. Yeah.
It'll
Violet
come to me.
He's definitely
literally
talking about
begins to
us.
like inch towards the door.
No. We see you.
Oh, compartmentalization. That's the one. Okay. But
That's
yes, I will pull
Somehow
off
not
the
less
string.
terrifying.
Anyway, there you go. No longer
Okay.
bound. Oh, no, she is steepling.
So
This
now
is
what?
troublesome.
So now we have to figure out exactly how.
Okay. So we have a fake guild request by this
Oh,
dragon.
handwriting?
Huh?
Handwriting? Do we know her handwriting or whoever signed this? Perhaps.
Yeah, she freaked out when she read it, but she didn't clarify why she freaked out.
Oh, I thought
She-
it was because her
she's-
name was
She's
very
right.
close.
She's right here.
Hi, Violet.
Can you?
Hi.
Is this your handwriting?
No, it's. So, I've only ever seen one script to actually be scared of. And honestly, between you and me, anytime the Obsidian Veil Guild gets involved, I usually just nope the fuck out of whatever project because I am an apprentice alchemist and I do not want to be involved with them ever. I value my life and I think that you all value yours too.
Okay, but that does not clarify how this dragon thing guild is the Obsidian Guild.
It doesn't. Okay, I will spell it out for you. This was a plant. This job didn't exist. These items didn't need to be recovered. The people that you killed were clearly also plants. It's all the setup. It's all a setup. And my name is attached to it, and the font of the entire letter is in the font, and nobody is going to recognize it. You can't show it to an official of the city, and they will know that it's script from the Obsidian Veil Guild. But I know.
How do you know?
I may be a prisoner, but I don't feel like I owe you that answer.
You cut out there for a second.
She said, I may be a prisoner, but I don't feel like I owe you that answer.
Personal reasons or like mysterious reasons?
Are you going to hurt me to make me say it if I don't want to tell you?
He will pull out the half jawbone again. This was for nothing?
No, we're not going to hurt you.
She's looking at the jawbone and then looks at you and just goes, you sure?
Depends who you talk to, I guess. Listen, you can leave. I'm not responsible for what they do when we leave. You have my word that no harm will come to you.
Do we need her help from now? Like, we got her answers, kind of,
I
but
think so. She knows more than we do about the city, and it's in the workings in the second and third,
Are-
second and first string.
Were there any Obsidian Vale Guild jobs that were in his office?
no.
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 All right. So the big concern, this Obsidian Guild, very big, scary guild in this city, for some reason has forged a job and planted the bandits as well as the people delivering these magical items, and for some reason has decided to put a code name for you as the requester. Is that kind of the summary of the basics?
Okay, so maybe one of you is smarter than you look.
I am simply repeating what I heard. Okay, so our next step would either be...
Oh,
Oh,
they do have a thing.
Amethyst Graves and... I mean, Amethyst Dragon and Violet Graves, because the dragons are all dead, thus making that connection.
Well,
Unless that was something else.
Sorry. What I was saying was Felon and Violet have a thing because there's no way
Oh.
Felon would have taken a request from a non-existing guild unless he thought it was from someone he trusted.
Oh, you think Thelen recognized it was
As
Amethyst
a fake
Dragon.
guild, but
Was
it
that
came from Violet.
Oh, see, Lewis is paying attention too.
Ah.
Violet, does that strike true? You don't need to go into detail. Just don't say anything if it's true.
Just blush if it's right.
Yeah,
She blushes.
clearly. Definitely
Oh.
talent friend thing going on. Okay,
Oh,
well, this is very interesting. Now we
Cornelius
can
starts
ask another
pinching
question.
the cheek. Oh, you're
That's an
so...
adult.
That's so cute. That's so cute. Yeah.
Okay, well, now who knows about that pet name?
Well, it's not really a pet name. I've never used it. I've never been called it. I just understand. I understand why he took the job. And I understand the script. And I know that maybe my life and his life, somebody wants us dead, and I don't know why. Because
No, I think you're a loose end. I think you're a loose end, really. I don't think they care about you.
you think they just used my name to get the felon?
To get these items, really.
I mean, they're not even... I guess there's not too much magical gear that makes its way through the city, so any of it's pretty strong, but...
No,
Honestly,
yeah, like
With the
this
stuff we have, it sounds like way to get to the city quickly, way to disguise yourself, way to trap someone, and then way to blow them up. It seems like Adam's all geared towards assassination.
Yeah, and horseshoes to run away faster.
Yeah, you got all
Yeah.
those things. Ways to survive out in the wilderness for multiple days, in comfort even. Very, very la-di-da.
Yeah,
Which now
lanterns
explains
to-
why they didn't use those to, not get caught, which means they're all in on it.
Well, the thing
Does seem like a
is,
bit of assumption, though.
I don't think. Well, it's possible that you know the guy, not the Mistress Katara crap, the other guy
Counselor Shofar?
Jafar?
who, yes,
Shofar.
I
So it's a loud thing.
Yeah.
You blow into it, you hollow out the horn.
Shoot.
You break it, like if
Chuff.
if I needed to make noise, I could break a horn. It's
Chafer. Got it.
boil out the bone, hollow it out, and then blow into it. It goes, woo! It's a very nice sound.
okay.
I love that
Yeah,
canonically you never get a name right.
It's never gonna happen.
Yeah, so remember, so Cornelius, maybe you don't remember, but when we were being handed this guild, or the quest, right? They said that this kept on happening. Do you think that these shipments kept on being stolen?
Violet, do you know of anything? Is there like records of similar things stopping coming in?
Well, we were told that yes.
Right, but what if that's not the case?
Like if they
Exactly.
just keep producing these jobs, just for people to, like us, to do it, and then get other
Yeah,
smaller guilds to get in trouble.
could we go talk to the survivors, that lovely couple, and say, hey, do you know who hired you guys to do blah? And we can start chasing them down.
You could try to find them, I suppose. I mean, last I heard they were being, in protective custody up in the upper ring, though, so that might be... You might be praying to the wrong god there. That might not be the right pick.
And we have until, like, sundown to find our evidence.
Well, we have good questions for conspiracy.
Right, but no definite anything.
Above table, I don't know where to go from here.
Maybe to the area around the Obsidian Guild? It sounds like we just need something official to compare it to and be like,
Yeah.
no, why are they having Bellin do these illegal things?
Violet looks to you and goes, that's funny.
I was just throwing out ideas.
No, it would be a good idea, but I mean it's funny because it shows that you're definitely not a Citadel resident. The Obsidian Vale Guild doesn't have a building, not with the kind of work that they do. You're not gonna just be like, oh hi, hey, all the Dark Nefarious people that do the assassinations and the spying, we have a building, come see us.
Are they? So they're not official, or they are official?
Oh no, they're officially recognized because they do jobs.
Right.
But
How
they're
does one obtain a job, though?
How do I say this? It's more of a they find you than a you find them.
Is that why you're going to run?
That was why I was going to run. Yes, I don't want to be found if my name is on a list somewhere in their guild.
Right. Alright, so who do we talk to? The couple is in protective custody. The guild is not an option. The items... Do we just bring the items and be like, why would a normal supply cart be carrying all these dangerous things or wealthy
Can we
things?
go to a fence and ask if anyone's interested in these items?
That's true. Hey, if they're just trying to smuggle stuff in and being like, oh, bandits attack, we lost the whole shipment, but the shipment's right here.
Or just basically maybe the Dark Guild or whatever is looking for like, hey, we need these types of items, and they sent out that request to a bunch of fences, so we can go up to the fence and be like, hey, we got some of these items. I don't know.
My thinking is that the people that were sent to get this stuff were supposed to die.
Yeah, and so were all the guards.
Right.
Yeah.
So the guards are good, and the items just disappear. It was a regular shipment. Who really cares if it's all lost?
You know what's funny? Remember those two stuck-up elves that we talked to? One of the guy agreed with me. We should have just killed all the survivors. So maybe that guy? But I think I need a drink because I think I'm really off on that one.
I mean, there could be a Grand Cities conspiracy.
Cornelius is just thinking over the fact that might have been a good idea.
Hey,
This
above
has
game, I am completely lost. I don't know where to go from here.
This has rose fingers all over it. Let's see. Ugh, I hate these types that are like, oh, let's do a conspiracy instead of just like attacking.
It's when the puzzle is puzzling.
Yes, puzzle is puzzling. All right, so I don't know. Do we
We
break
have all
into
that.
Violet? Can you like access Miss Yuria's stuff and see if she's been like writing stories out of class?
I mean, I could try. There's no guarantee. I could try.
I mean, I feel like she's part of this. If she's willing, well, maybe not. I'm not sure. The Obsidian Guild thing could be someone hiring them to hire us to fail at this job, and we didn't fail.
We don't need to go all the way
To the
down
top.
deep. We just need to pinpoint that it wasn't Felon.
Right.
And so far, we got a letter that he definitely
A misleading letter.
a misleading guild posting letter that he thought it was his lover, and his lover going, "I don't want to die. Please,
I mean,
please save me."
I'm Cornelius goes, listen, Veronica, are you actually in love with Thelen? Terry?
No comment.
They're
I
working
took that
on it.
as a yes.
It's percolating.
adorable.
So,
Look,
is this something you could say? Like, here is this letter in this script. He took this job because they were threatening me by putting it in a name similar to myself.
Can you be a witness?
that
And could he then say, yes, this is why?
that could work. That
But
could
then
work.
But then you would probably be
Wait, the people we
burned.
killed, do you think they were just rotting out in the field, or do you think like
I think they were paid actors.
Well,
well, they were good at fighting? Let me tell you.
Well, the bandits certainly, yes,
I
but like
mean,
the people pulling the stuff.
I
they
don't
probably-
I don't think the bandits are going to be any richer than they are right now.
Okay, hang on. Okay, I want a bar tale, a bar folklore role, because I want above game. I know we can take pieces of bones and shit and ask them questions if they're dead.
Oh, I think we might need a whole skull.
So
So
so I want to roll to see if it's possible or even if I know this story.
Oh, I see.
Fair.
Speak with dead type stuff.
So would I roll history or
cool
just straight up
things.
something?
Yeah.
And
Go to
you have inspo.
We go to a temple and we're like, old Grandpappy buried the jewels out in the backyard. We need to help.
Yeah, like it's a bar tale, you know? Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, you know what? For fun, let's make this a performance check instead.
Okay.
You just see
Because you just sort
you
of
see Cornelius just start talking with like a puppet.
you just sort of start spitballing ideas out loud as you're like, I think there was a thing that you know how you try to like jog your memory sometimes by talking out loud until it finally clicks. So you're performing this little almost soliloquy of gibberish, trying to figure it out.
Okay. Nope. Straight 8.
Straight 8. You get a bit of a clue though. Like you're like, but there's the thing with the bones and the talking and like the spells and it's almost there. And Violet blinks at you a little bit and goes, "You want to talk to dead people? Is he okay? Is he good?"
Yeah, usually. But usually he has at least one drink in him, so I think he might be running dry.
That's fair. Anyways, I'm going to just tell you guys now that there's like maybe 3 ways that I see this going, okay? One, we either try to go, because it, like, sunset is coming and, like, quickly. We've been talking for a while. So we either quickly just go and try and rescue him and knock him out of the stockade and flee the city.
I like that plan.
Good plan. That's a good plan, actually.
I try and talk it out and do the thing where I'm honest about the information that you found so far. Or we let him die. And we watch the Silverknack Guild. We watched Thelen's attempt at honoring what his dad wanted to do for his whole life crumble to the ground.
Jesus, you're into him.
I don't know how breaking him out is going to prevent the building and the idea from collapsing. So let's start with the honesty and then see if this is a corrupt system, and then we try to break everyone out and run for the hills. I like plan 2 with plan 1 as a backup.
All right. I mean, I'm game if you're game.
Oh, by the way, can you do us a favor before going out? Can you try going into that room over there?
It's Stellan's personal room,
Don't say that.
but maybe she'll want to see it more.
Ooh. His pillow smells like him.
You've been there before, haven't you?
No comment.
There's a yes again.
And she gets up and begins to leave the guild.
All right. Anything else before we go?
What do we do with all these magical items?
We carry them, like shove them all in the same box or something. I don't remember.
That works.
They could be useful for trying to run away, though.
Well, they're evidence, right? We go like in these boxes. We got blah blah.
Oh,
blah.
right. And then if they like, oh, we're going to kill you anyway, we'll be like, hey, fireball. Oh no! Too much.
It's well, we're gonna be exiled if we don't work.
I have been
So they
exiled
say.
before. I'll be exiled again. It's not big.
Yeah,
deal.
it's not. It's fine. We're like we've both been, in trouble. So of course we've been exiled. We were brought back, and now look at us. Look at us, Zachary. We
I
are.
thought you were talking about me. But... no, you were talking to someone else. All right,
Zachary.
Zachary.
Yeah.
All right. I guess we'll go and watch a courtroom hearing.
Should we do our
Yeah,
Sunday
probably.
bet?
Bring the boxes too. Maybe.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
We bring
yeah, yeah.
boxes.
Yeah.
Well, we were not watching. We're a part of it. So
So you grab the boxes. You make your way up to the guild. You go past Dave.
Bye, Dave.
they've.
Bye,
Hey,
guys.
like 10 gold or something. If you could hire someone to fix the door, I don't know, just shout or something, or don't do anything. Just sit down and
Well,
relax.
let's wait on that one.
And you see him like draw a breath because he's like about to actually shout right now and just go, "If anybody could fix the door."
Later, Dave.
Is this feet? Did he bring his feet back up? Did he prop his feet up?
His feet are like over the table, like in the air on the far side of it.
Little scratches.
Okay.
Okay. All right, Dave, you take it easy.
You see a dwarf's head pop up into the doorframe and go, "Someone say fixing?"
Fixing.
Oh, what's your name, sir? Do you do fixing?
Are you the guy that said fixing?
He is.
He is, but yes.
I'm going to talk to the numbers guy.
Yeah. You do that.
Okay.
And
All right.
He like he trots past you very warily. And he just goes back and he goes, "Ram Bob."
Ram Bob it is.
Ram Bob.
Ram Bob the fixer.
Builder.
Bob Ram.
The builder,
Oh.
not the fixer.
God, I just got it.
I suppose I'm the fixer here.
Can he fix? So
Ram Bob the
I
builder.
look over. I said, "Can you fix it?"
Damn right.
I'm sure he can. Let's we got places to be. All right, Ram Bob. Good luck with the door.
We all do the same thing at
Yeah.
the same time. It's weird.
It's custom. It's custom in Citadel.
Yeah. All right.
Okay, off we go.
So, and considering that the stockade and is in the middle of the market circle, directly out the broken door, you wade out into a much less full crowd. In
Start
fact,
throwing things.
no. In fact, there's hardly an audience. But in the middle, by the stockade, you see both Mistress Yura and Councilman Shofar.
Alrighty. So how we doing this? We're gonna walk
where's-
up all confident and be like, "You're on the line."
Where's Stellan?
In the stockade.
He's at the stocks.
Oh, he's still in the stocks. Okay.
I'm at a loss.
We have the paper still, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And is Violet in the area? Is she with us?
She's with you.
All right. Well, all we can do is present what we have. And if things go rough, I'll do the old horn thing. Have you seen the horn thing? I just go like this. That's the signal for things are popping off. Unless you see another tiefling, because I'm going to do it if I see another tiefling.
Don't do it if you see another teeth.
Oh, right. I guess this once I won't do it. Okay, the signal is that. Okay.
See, I'm trying to keep my friend in at bay. So,
In check.
Yeah.
All right. All right. So we
That's
walk
why I
up to
didn't- That's why I didn't ring
the three
the
of them.
thing.
There's a
Yura,
thing?
Yura looks you all over, and then her eyes quickly flare wide when she sees Violet, but she hides it pretty masterfully. Masterfully is a good word.
Yeah, that's a good word.
All right. You asked for evidence. We have some very concerning things we think we should look over.
Shofar does the steeple.
Froze. There we go.
Shofar does
Yeah.
the steeple,
Oh, he's steepling again.
and then he says, "Well then, present it."
All right. Who says the paper, I believe, and we take out the magic items we recovered.
Shofar scans the list, and he looks down at the items. He looks around. What exactly does this mean?
Oh, great question. Hey, Felon, who is the Amethyst Dragon?
He kind of looks up and he goes, "I guess I can't get away with no comment, huh?"
Not anymore. Not when your life's on the line.
There's a moment where, if you're looking back and forth between the two of them, there's like a striking moment of energy between Violet, who's looking at Felon, and Felon who's looking back at Violet.
Cut this tension with a knife, goodness.
Councilman, I thought my friend was in danger, and I took the job because the name Amethyst Dragon, I took it to be a very basic and not like her usual intelligent conversation, but a pseudonym for Violet Graves. And he gestures just across.
Okay, well, with that said, we have a piece of paper that our dear Felon took a job for what he assumed was his friend. So, we can ask this friend if they actually wrote this paper.
Violet?
I did not write the paper. And she's like, kind of sidling back behind you, Zavara, and she's staring straight at Yura. And she goes, "Oh, please, that's so unbecoming. Step out, Violet. You're so brave to have brought this to the attention. And look, with the evidence, young Felon might just go free. I didn't realize you had such a knack or aptitude for this type of sleuthing. Perhaps I should take you under my wing instead of that dusty old master alchemist. What do you say, hmm?"
Well, you can go back to that if you want. But first, so, our dear Shafar,
Yes.
the Silverknack Guild is accused of killing innocents. Correct?
In part. It was more the threat of destroying the sanctity that is the holiness and the theocracy of Dominia's way.
So, the real crimes that we've so far heard are the crimes of brutally killing bandits. I'm not gonna lie, that was freaking wild.
Yeah,
Um,
I found a jawbone in my satchel. That was kind of weird.
that's how bad it was. But the only reason the Silverknack Guild was there was to help some random friend. And once we were there, everyone who was will absolutely say, we said, hey, how about you don't steal those things? And they said, we're going to murder you unless we can steal those things. And these are the things that they wanted to steal, which all seem to be high crime for, like, you know, committing crimes and assassinations of people with, like, a lantern that guides you, a cask that feeds you, horseshoes and gems that make your wagon go faster, cloaks that make
And
you
hide,
invisible,
yes.
you know.
Oh, the apple that explodes.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
Don't forget that one.
That's this one.
That's a good one.
It's this one.
You watch as very, very perceptibly the beard and the twitches around his mouth. And you can tell Shafar does not like being contradicted or that doubt is being brought into the accusations publicly. But he says, fine. A promise is a promise. You may not have brought evidence enough to clear his name, but you brought enough for me to doubt. So while the investigation will be ongoing, I shall release your guild master to you. But in recompense to the city for the crimes committed, we shall take...
Don't you dare. I say that under my breath.
recompense from the coffers of the Silverknack Guild. And in fact, the fees of the Silverknack Guild to remain a guild of the city during the investigation shall be tripled. Is this agreeable, young Master Ovark? Thilin just kind of goes, but I get to, live? For now. Yeah, no, that's good. I'll do it. Right, guys? That's a good deal. Right?
Thumbs up.
He, in the stocks, he kind of goes like this.
Don't do that. It kind of hurts, doesn't it?
It did kind of hurt, but
Yeah,
it's custom. I had to just... And then...
you can't really go like this. This is kind of weird if you...
Oh, sure.
Maybe.
It's like which place he's going to go.
Yeah.
Say.
Yura, at this point, walks confidently over to Violet. And she goes, come along, little one. My last conversation was less of a offer and more of a fact. And she grabs her wrist aggressively and begins to pull her arm off from the room.
No.
I put my wrist. Okay, you do it.
You see, I think Cornelius sees it happening, and a little bit of Eli comes out, and grabs a hold of the arm.
Of Yura's arm?
Yes.
Could you make me an athletics check with disadvantage?
Let's see. With this, let's see. Athletics. Bear with me 1 second. You see here. That's 1. That's good.
Oh.
10.
So with a 10, a little bit of Eli comes out, and your movement seems to rapidly charge forward as you go to make movement. But for whatever reason, to you, it looks like your hand trails through her arm, and it's like a whiff of smoke as the cloud reforms, and her arm is there, and your hand's on the far side. And she just keeps walking, and she goes, I don't allow the riffraff to touch me. No apologies. Come, Violet.
Jafar, do you really think it's appropriate for two lovers to be separated?
And she says, come, Violet, lifts her hand, snaps her fingers, and in a flash of light, the two of them disappear.
Jafar.
Well, Counselor Safar, if you could, and I gesture at Bellin.
Yeah, can we get him out?
He goes over, very lazily pulls like a ring of iron keys out of his pocket and undoes the lock. And then he goes, try not to bother me again while we continue this investigation. But I suppose if you must, I will be by the council chambers in the upper ring. But, don't. And then he saunters off in his cloak. North.
Don't what?
Find me. Don't find me.
Find you? Okay, we'll find you if we need you. Appreciate that.
All right, Bellin, how you doing? I take off the heavy stock and pull him up and start brushing the crap out of his hair.
And he goes, honestly, I really gotta take a leak.
Tomato's a good look for you.
Thanks.
I'm like, I've been in there before. I just go. It's fine. They don't need to know. It's fine.
I'll keep that in mind for next time. Also, what happened to the door? And that's where we're going to call the session. You have freed Thelen, you posited some intrigue, you've had some new lore and some new NPCs, and a bunch of magical items, and I had a fun time telling that story, so thank you for participating. I know, again, very funny that it was an intrigue session and I had you bunch of muscle heads, but I think that made it very funny.
It worked. No, it worked.
That was good.
It worked in a very funny way. So I'll have you all sign off. So whoever wants to go first, pass it to the next person. I'll end the whole thing.
I say Ross goes first. Reverse order.
Yeah.
Hello, everyone. It's been a fun time, and see you in chat.
Yeah.
It's Var.
I'm Riz from Risk Plays Games. I'll be on the Maistri Anord Discord pages and doing all the things. Please stick around. We're going to be rating some people in a few minutes.
It's true.
Oh, and I was playing Cornelius as well.
Woo!
I'm Sam. I played Zavara. What they said.
Also, you do Twitch things.
You do Twitch things?
That's what I led with.
Yeah, well, excellent.
I do art on Twitch. It's there. That one.
It's true. It's the If Sam and the Flawed Sam.
Yeah.
But then, hi, I'm Mazrix, your humble yet not so humble shenanigans sovereign, chaos master, DM, and whatever else you want to call me. I respond to it all. Doesn't really matter. Hey You is my favorite, actually. But thanks for tuning in. We have lots of wonderful things. I think this upcoming Friday we have the postponed Lady Blackbird from last week. So that's episode 2 of a Wild Blue Yonder tabletop role-playing game, which is very exciting. We're very excited to have that on our channel, run by the illustrious, capable, wonderful, amazing, talented, super cool, adjective, adverb, Mama Kellic, otherwise known as Megs. And then, yeah, there's a whole bunch of other games. Maybe you could be in one. Come join our Discord. We're cool people, and you can play. That's just, don't be weird. Or, no, be an appropriate type of weird.
Be cool.
Be the good weird.
Be the good weird. Don't be...
That's actually a really good line.
Yeah,
be a good weird.
Be the good
weird.
Be the good weird you want to see in the world, okay? But yeah, that's it. That's all. That's us. Stay tuned for the raid. Have fun. And most importantly, take care of yourselves. We value you. Be well.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.